So I made my fair share of some mistakes in these short few months of Flesh and Blood, and I want to share you some of my mistakes to show you that I'm only human and I'm learning from it, and maybe you share the same mistakes I have, and you're not alone. Right? I know I'm not alone because my brother and I, we share our common mistakes, but he's been making more mistakes than me, so he knows a lot more and he's more seasoned. Okay, so my first mistake was pretty much what you heard from last time with the Spoils of War and Courage. I didn't pay for it when it was $45 each to $60, $45 for the Spoils of War non-foil, and the Courage non-foil also $60. Didn't do it. A month later, spiked up to $115 for the spoils and $160, $180 for the Courage. So then I decided to buy it that time, and now Courage, it's I think Courage is still almost the same price because but the Spoils of War have gone down to like I think like $50, $60 the most now. Right. So that's my first mistake, thinking that I should buy later on when Monarch comes out, but it spiked even higher. But now it went down, so I'll keep that in mind. My next one was the cold foil legendaries from Monarch when it first came out. Actually, before it even came out, I bought into the hype, and my brother and I, we hit FOMO because we're not new to. I mean, we are new. We're not new. We are new to the TCG world. Our last really TCG that we played was Duel Master, and we weren't into the finance thing. We just bought him and played with our cousins and stuff. So we weren't into the whole investing side. We were young. I mean, he was probably in high school or just got out of college because he's 6 years older than me, and I was in junior high. I had nothing to do with it, so I didn't know the whole world where a lot of people were saying, "Hey, this Monarch was the first set that behaved like a regular TCG, where it came in and it was hot because everybody wanted spoilers, everybody go crazy, you know, everyone give me, and that's why prices goes up." And then once it comes out for like a month after release, everything dies down because everybody has the products are coming out. So before even release, during the pre-release, Footsteps were coming out, Karen Huss, Eclipse, libraries are coming out like crazy, and we thought, naively, the price is gonna get higher because we think like the player base has gone up dramatically, so it's only gonna get higher. Just like how when when Crucible, Welcome Wraith, and Arcane Rising came out, nobody knew about it, so it would stay low, and then you buy it now, next thing you know it spikes up. So we thought the same thing too, not knowing that actually a good amount of people were just hoarding it and just selling it off. So I bought a Footstep for $1,200, and I also had to trade in a few Monarch First Edition Majestics for it to get it down to $1,200. And also, my brother bought an Eclipse for $1,000, and I remember I made that trade for him because the person wanted it for $1,200, and I said, "Hey, can I get it for $1,000?" And the guy's like, "Oh, you got to give me something to get it lower." So I gave him my Massive Momentum, so he lowered to $1,000, and my brother bought it. Then we also bought a Vistas of Soul at that time for $200. I'm not crazy. For $800, and that's when the price was going down. It's like, oh, that's great, and we got a legendary for $800. And I think my brother bought a Dynamo for like $1,500. Yes, we thought, like I said, we thought that it's gonna go higher. Right? Not knowing that it actually, once the market gets flooded, everything goes down. Right? And also the first library he bought a bunch of libraries. The first library he bought was right off the bat. At that time, library going for $6,000, $6,500. He got it for $5,000. He bought it for $5,000, and he had to trade away 3 Monarch First Edition boxes. So we took a big lesson from this. Right? And the only thing that I wish I would have bought during that time was I had a friend he has paper hands, very paper hands, and he was about to sell me the extended art Harold Erudition for $200. This is he just wants to open boxes and sell it off, whatever. Keep opening, buy more boxes. He's selling, buy more boxes. He's selling because he just wants to open up and get a chance to get that library. All right. So he came up to me and he said, "Hey, you want to buy the Harold Erudition for $200?" Like blah blah blah. And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. It's like $200 for Majestic. That seems a little high right now." Not knowing that there's a difference between the regular foil and the extended art. And for $200, he came up to me first, and I passed up on it. Meanwhile, I bought a freaking like Tome of Torment for like $50 or something like that, or $100 from him. So mistakes after mistakes after mistakes, and he ended up selling that for $400, not knowing that a week later that thing was going for $1,000. So we both end up losing on that end. And so my mistake was I bought in at the wrong time, okay? And I should be more patient. If the deal doesn't feel right, where it doesn't feel like you really need it, don't buy it, because if it ever does go lower, you feel really bad. And if it does go higher, you don't feel that great anyway. It's like, oh yeah, but you don't really need it, because I bought those Spoils of War. I didn't really need them. I just wanted it for my Dorinthia deck. And at that time, no news were coming out about Unlimited Crucible War. If I knew there was a Crucible War news coming out for Unlimited, I would have held out for that thing. I said, I'll wait a couple months. Now Crucible War Unlimited is coming out at the end of this month, so that's a feel bad mode. So my prediction or my game plan, maybe, but every time I come up with a game plan, it always backfires. So maybe you should do the opposite of my game plan, and you would get to reap your reward. Alright, so my prediction is everybody's gonna do the same thing what I'm gonna be doing. We're gonna, once that new set came out with Tales of Aria, and people are gonna wait. They're not gonna buy all right off the bat like they did for Monarch. People who bought $400, $500 boxes, they're not gonna buy it. You're gonna wait. It's gonna become a waiting game. Everybody's gonna wait and see how low this is gonna go. How low can you go? How low can you go? And then once they think this is the bottom, then they'll start buying. Because I don't think, maybe Monarch has hit the bottom. Maybe it's gonna go down. But I already put out a bunch of posts that I'm gonna buy Monarch First Edition boxes, cases for $800. I'll buy your seal case. I put it out. A lot of people were like also waiting on that too. So people already picked up cases for $1,000, but I want to see if I could get it down to $800. Right? Let's see. There's a waiting game. Who knows? Maybe there won't be. Everybody already picked up. Let's see my game plan. Game plan is wait for $800. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are already picking up for $1,900. And by the time they hit $800, it might not even hit $800. So those are my prediction. Right. And so maybe you'll do better, and for your Tales of Aria, you do the opposite of what I do, because it seems like everything that I predicted, or it's always the opposite. All right, and let's see how it goes. All right, do I have anything else that I want to talk about? Oh, let's see. All right, yeah, very much. So just a recap. Mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. Right? If you don't really need the card, don't speculate. Don't buy it to on speculation. Right? Because end up you're gonna pretty much lose it. Only buy them if you really want it and for your collection. That's great. But if you buy them for speculation, chances are your speculation is gonna be wrong. Well, all my speculation was wrong. All right, and don't be a Timmy and buy into FOMO like I did. Right? Hold out. Be patient about it. So come September, October, be very patient. All right. Okay, that's all for today. Bye bye.